Hi guys, my name is Harsha Chakraborty and today I will share my interview experience in OPTUM. OPTUM is a part of United Healthcare. United Healthcare is one Fortune 5 brand you can say, so it is a pretty big company. So I got a chance to sit for this interview since I was in notice period and I updated my profile in Naukri and recruiters reached me out. Okay, so like they liked my profile and CV and they contacted me and told that okay, your CV is pretty good. We would like to like interview you for our Java developer position. So yeah, I got a chance from Naukri thanks to Naukri, and then so the interview included two technical, one managerial, and later on one HR. So it was said previously in the schedule in the while they were scheduling the interview. But later on, the last technical and managerial got merged into one round. So basically, there were three rounds in total. Mm. So I'll start with the first round. So in the first round, the interview as it is the interviewer was pretty good. He was very he made me very relaxed and like he told calm down. So like all these interviewers in this kind of big companies, they are very good. Okay, they are well trained. They are very good. So thanks to him. So first he asked me to introduce myself. I did that, and then he asked that what are the roles and responsibilities in my project, in my current project, and then he just wanted to know that whether I know the whole flow of the product or the project that I am doing. Like he asked me that like do you know how things are getting built from scratch and going to production, what are the steps, what are the software development life cycles. So like he asked me all those things, and later on he jumped into the core Java things. Okay, so first he asked me about the oops concept. So that is as I said in the previous video, those are fundamental questions every interviewer is gonna ask. So after like that question, he asked me about exception handling. He got into the exception hierarchy. What is the exception hierarchy? And also he asked me where it tell me a situation where finally block will not execute, and also he tried to trick me with some mm, try catch block scenario. Okay, so he tried to trick me with that, but that question was very good, and luckily I was able to answer that correctly. And after that he asked he asked me about collections in Java. He asked me like the implementation of linked list and array list and what are their benefits. And then later on he got into string. So he asked me about immutability and why string is immutable, string buffer and builder. And then he asked me one question from string. He asked me to, so there is a very popular question. You will find it in Geeks for Geeks or Lead Code anywhere. So there is a question like to print all the letters individually and the occurrence, like the time it has occurred in the string. So he asked me to implement that, and he also asked me to write down that whole functional code for that. So luckily I practiced that question, or you can say I came across that question few days back, and I understood the concept. So you have to use hash map over there. So I was able to answer that correctly. And after that question he got into SQL, but I was not very confident in SQL. He asked me to write down the second highest SQL query to find out second or third highest salary from the employee table. I wrote one query, but he asked me that if it is possible to write any other query. But sadly, like as I said, that I am not pretty much confident in SQL. I wasn't able to write down a substitute query to find out the second hash salary. So if you Google this query, you will get minimum 4 to 5 like queries to find out the second or third highest element in a table or in a column, you can say. So that was one thing, and then he jumped into threads. Okay, and also I was not confident in threads. I'm not very confident about threads. He asked me about multi-threading and all. He asked me about threads and what is the difference between threads and process. I wasn't able to answer that properly, but he understood that I was getting into the concept that my basic fundamental concepts about thread are fine. Okay, and also about he asked me about the life cycle of a thread and all. So that was the first round basically. I was pretty nervous. I was not sure since the end part of the first technical round I really messed up. But somehow, like, I got a call from the recruiter that I have cleared the first round. So after like 1 week, the second round was scheduled, and in the second round, the interviewer was also good. The interviewer he just asked me like some questions from Spring Boot, the spring about the Spring Boot server, what are the benefits of Spring Boot, and also some concepts of cache and memory, how we can implement caching in our Spring Boot app. These kind of questions he asked, and also like about all the annotations which we often use, REST and what is REST. He also asked me some questions from REST services also, how you are going to make your REST service more handy. So all these things he asked, and later on he jumped into the managerial part. So oh, okay. So there was another question he asked. He asked me about merge shot, and he told me to write a pseudocode for that merge shot. So I was able to write that code for merge shot. And after all this technical part, he was okay with my technical part, and then he told that we can continue for the managerial round. The managerial part was okay. Like he asked me that why you want to switch. I told him, and also he asked me about that what are the situations, like what are the challenges that I have been facing in my current organization. I explained him, and then he asked why Optum, why what Optum will give you. So all these things they asked, and he also explained that why they are Fortune 5 and all these things he also explained clearly. So yeah, that was it actually. Then he was satisfied. He also told me that you have to like focus more in this core Java concepts and all. And also he asked me about that what in future I'm planning to learn. So I told him that I'm planning to learn Linux and some like cloud things I'm going to learn. So he was also impressed by that. And yeah, that was it actually. That was the whole interview. And then after the managerial round, after few hours, I got a call from the recruiter that I have cleared, and they will offer me actually. So they will give me an offer, the recruiter told. So yeah, I was very happy after like clearing all the rounds in Optum, since Optum is a very good company. And But later on, I didn't join Optum. So there are other reasons why I didn't join Optum. I'll tell about that in a separate video. But that's it for today. If you like the video, let me know. I will, like, in future days also I will bring more videos, like more interview experiences of Amazon and Flipkart, and also I'll bring people who have interview who got a chance to sit for the interview in companies like Walmart or Oracle, and also companies like TCS, Wipro, Infosys. Those interview experiences I will keep bringing. I'll keep posting. Yeah, so that's it for today. Let me know if you like the video, and yeah, stay tuned.